Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. Here are the stories that we're following today, September 11th, 2013. In the news from the Caribbean, Bermuda preparing for Gabrielle. Caribbean looks to Colombia as strategic investment partner. All-round benefits for Guyanese in Trinidad and Tobago 10,000-acre land allocation, says Ramsamy. And also in Guyana, the 10th Parliament is the worst. I wish I could resign, says Clerk of the National Assembly. Details on these headlines and more when we return.
5 million customers use Leica Mobile for affordable international mobile calls, connecting over 2.5 million mobile calls daily, helping our customers stay in touch with their loved ones, whether they be in Asia, Africa, Europe, or the rest of the world. Every 5 seconds, a new Leica Mobile customer joins our growing family, helping you to make affordable international calls across the world. Leica Mobile. Call the world for less.
Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. This segment of the news is sponsored by Emerald's Travel. 2 international flights were cancelled and the St. George's ferry service suspended as a reborn tropical storm Gabrielle took direct aim at Bermuda on Tuesday. The Bermuda Weather Service has issued a tropical storm warning for the overseas British territory as Gabrielle closed in on the island. Residents caught on the hop over Gabrielle's resurgence were also keeping a close eye on another tropical storm, Humberto, far to the east after it formed near Cape Verde Islands. Humberto is packing winds of 65 miles per hour and is expected to become the season's first hurricane. It is moving west-northwest and is forecast to be around 1,850 miles east of Bermuda by Friday. Gabrielle packing 40 miles per hour winds and the first storm of the hurricane season to threaten the island is forecast to pass 25 miles to the northwest of Bermuda around midnight, according to an advisory issued by the BWS. Pro-Export, the Colombian government agency in charge of foreign investment, trade and tourism, has revealed that Caribbean markets are seeking investment opportunities in Colombia. These markets have a particular interest in software, IT and BPO services, as well as insurance and financial services, hotel infrastructure and construction materials. The contributing factors that make Colombia a strategic partner for investors include the country's economic stability, free trade zone benefits, and grades of investment awarded by international risk ratings firms. Due to limitations in the economy and population of the Caribbean, companies are seeking to expand their businesses outside of the region. Local companies in Puerto Rico, Curacao, and the Dominican Republic, for example, are looking into emerging markets in Latin America. And because Colombia offers great protection for investors and a platform to reach other markets in South America, it is an ideal strategic partner for investors. A number of foreign BPO, software and IT service companies from around the world have been investing in Colombia in recent years. The Caribbean has been on the same bandwagon, deciding to organize several of their international projects in Colombia. In addition, companies from Puerto Rico, Curacao, Aruba, and the Bahamas have already established themselves in the country. Some of these companies include MC21, Triple S, Lanco, and ESI from Puerto Rico, Grupo Enia from Curacao, and Columbus Network from the Bahamas. These markets are also benefiting from Colombia's desire to invest in the Caribbean. This region is becoming an attractive base for Colombian companies that seek investment opportunities and to establish themselves in the islands. It is a win-win situation for all economies seeking to expand. One of Pro-Export's missions is to support the internationalization of Colombian companies in the Caribbean. Those who seek investment opportunities in that region are accompanied by investment specialists who facilitate access and communication with Caribbean companies and governments. Colombian companies have been particularly interested in the chemical sector, food industry, and call center services available in the Caribbean. Guyanese can breathe easy Agriculture Minister Leslie Ramsamy indicated as he ensured that the country stands to benefit all round in the initiative to allocate some 10,000 acres of newly identified state land to neighboring Trinidad and Tobago for cultivation purposes. The assertions were made in an interview Monday on the heels of revelations by Trinidadian media that their government had secured a production factor to aid with food security in the gas and oil producing nation. Antennas are already being raised locally as to the procedures of the land's acquisition and the benefits of this new initiative to the Guyanese people. While some parties seem oblivious to this project, Minister Ramsamy reminded that the proposal was on the table for some time, being part of former President Bharat Jagdeo's initiative in 2010. He pointed out that Trinidad and Tobago's Food Production Minister Devant Maharaj was instrumental in the initiative when he met with members of the government last year to draft details of the project. Maharaj, it was noted, paid interest in food security, cooperation and land for Trinidadian farmers. Minister Ramsamy said that 3 technical teams from Trinidad visited Guyana on the prospects of rice, aquaculture and livestock farming. This, he said, led to the recent signing of a memorandum of understanding between Guyana and officials of the Twin Island Republic. He added that no land has so far been identified for the Trinidad plan and stressed that local farmers will not be affected by the initiative. He said that new land is being sought, but a definite location will depend on Trinidadian officials' choice of farming. He reiterated that the Trinidadians have expressed interest in growing rice and corn and getting involved in aquaculture, so it is for local officials to decide whether it is 10,000 acres of land to be given in one location or to be split up among different locations. As it relates to guidelines, the agriculture minister said the Trinidadians will lease land under the same conditions as Guyanese. He added that Trinidad will be buying from Guyana even though it will be owned by Trinidadian farmers. While the Guyanese government appears comfortable with the joint venture, Trinidadian stakeholders are not keen on the initiative, which they say they were not privy to by their government. It was noted over the weekend that Trinidadian Finance Minister Larry Huwai was slated to announce Monday during that country's national budget the plans made with Guyana for a new facility to improve on food production. They noted that the 10,000 acres of land provided by Guyana can grow to some 100,000 acres. Trinidadian agriculture stakeholders say, however, that there was more than 10,000 acres of fertile agricultural land in TNT, so the Guyana initiative was not necessary. The Trinidadian Guardian reported on Monday that several concerned groups voiced their opinions, with President of the TNT United Farmers Association calling on the Trinidadian government to name the procedure for the land's acquisition and the farmers proposed to benefit from the Guyana project. Further concerns were raised in Trinidad over the cost that will amount to planting in Guyana. It was suggested that some 50,000 TT dollars will be needed to develop 1 acre of Guyanese land. The associations and unions have stated that they were not consulted over the issue. It is, however, expected that investors will be able to apply to the Trinidadian Ministry of Food Production for a permit to farm in Guyana. If I stay on any longer, I will die from a stress-driven stroke. That was more than a level of frustration when Clerk of the National Assembly Sherlock Isaacs made known his burning desire to divorce himself from the 10th Parliament and the stress it carries. Isaacs yesterday said that he had earlier sought approval from President Donald Ramota to demit office and to be paid full benefits. However, President Ramota duly informed him that he, Isaacs, was needed in the National Assembly. But Isaacs is once more seeking to justify quitting his job because in his view the 10th Parliament is the worst ever. He told reporters that he has been working in the public service since 1972 and at Parliament since 1992. He assumed the position of clerk in 2002. And I quote, "I never experienced so much frustration until this 10th Parliament." Isaac said that the frustration has been growing for quite a while now. The president didn't address the things that he identified as the source of his worry, he said, yet he was sent back to work. The clerk said that he is simply just sick of the confusion in the 10th Parliament. What pushed him over the edge seems to be a letter that was sent to him by APNUN leader David Granger addressing the status of the 4 local government bills. The letter called on Isaacs to release the bills forthwith. An aggravated Isaacs told this publication, and I quote, "I don't think that Granger has that authority over me." Granger also sent out a press statement calling on Isaacs to fulfill his constitutional obligations. Isaacs seemed to be particularly upset about Granger's turn to the media. He contended that had Granger waited upon his response to the letter, the politician would have been adequately informed. According to the clerk, it was in light of the aforementioned that he sent the bills to the Chief Parliamentary Counsel, Sissy Durjan. Durjan is stationed at the Ministry of Legal Affairs. Isaac sought to make it clear that he didn't just dump the bills at the Ministry of Legal Affairs and not look back. He says, "I continuously checked and checked." The clerk said that he was told by none other than the Minister of Legal Affairs himself, Anil Nanlal, that the bills were receiving the attention of his people. Isaac said that he wished to state categorically that until such time that a legal hand is appointed to handle the affairs of these complex bills, I will continue to send them to the Ministry of Legal Affairs. He says that he takes his chances with the bills coming from private members because, as he claimed, those are pretty straightforward. However, Isaacs was adamant that he cannot take chances with the contentious bills. The entire episode that unfolded yesterday, from Granger's reaction to Isaac's reaction, stemmed from the fact that it has been more than a month since 4 local government bills necessary for the holding of elections were unanimously passed in the National Assembly. You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. We will be right back.
Take your car out. This is awesome.
It's time to grow up.
You're crazy.
Little while
Go faster. Stop.
It'll all be alright.
I raised my son to be careful,
Hey, sweetie. Come on.
but just to be safe,
So don't you worry.
I got a Subaru.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Coleman Subaru, 1710 North Alden Avenue, Ewing, New Jersey, or colemansubaru.com.